And we're going to put a cut sort of halfway up. In those bones, you'll see there's a little soft centre. Yeah. That's your marrow. Now, when that's been opened up, that will help the marrow to come out and flavour the meat.
Right, OK. Right, so that's number 2.
That's your rib.
And that you just cook like that?
They would cook that like that, yeah.
Bit of rosemary, maybe?
Yeah.
Delicious. OK, next up.
As well as making money from its meat, after slaughter, the bull's skin, or hide as it's known, would be sold to a nearby tannery to be turned into leather. Peter has come to meet tannery owner Andrew Parr to see how the process works.
Hi Andrew, it's good to see you again.
Hi Peter.
How you doing?
All right.
Is this our ruby red hide?
This is your ruby red hide.
So what have you done to it since I gave it to you?
We put it in the lime yard for a fortnight.
Right.
And that has just loosened the hair by the roots, and we're just starting to dehair it now. And he's right. You're ready to have a go.
Oh, great.
So just work it away from you. Just angle the blade back. Don't have it forward. And just and then squeeze it against the beam.
Pin the hide there.
That's it.
And then just...
You got it. That's fine.
Fantastic. So is this a family business for you?
Yes, it's been in the family since 1864, and there's always been a tannery here as far as we know. It's because in the old days, every village had its own tannery. All the hides and skins were dealt with locally. You know, they were just taken straight round to the tan yard. But sadly, most of the tanneries have gone. And the traditional ones like us, there's only about 2 or 3 of us left.
Right. It's a bit like shaving your face. You always get these little
hard
hard to reach bits.
Yes, sorry.
There's a wee bit down there. Although this job is extremely satisfying.
When you get it right, it's fine.
Yeah, all right.
Once all the hair has been removed, the hide is ready to be tanned, a method to prevent it from rotting. Hides are attached to a frame in a weak mixture of water and oak bark. It's then agitated constantly by a giant water-powered stirring machine.
We're taking a raw hide, which is all putrefiable, can go off, and we're converting it into leather. And you can't reverse the process. Whereas if you've cured a hide with salt or dried it in the sun, that's reversible. This isn't, so it's a sort of magic. It's what we call an alchemy. It goes in there for 12 months, comes out as something else.
The soaked oak bark contains a tanning agent, which produces the chemical reaction that converts the hide into leather. At Andrew's tannery, a water wheel drives a machine to grind up the bark.
We break it up, and then we're going to feed it into the grinder like that. It goes through the first grinder, down the chute, and into the conical grinder, and it'll come out as little pieces of bark.
After soaking for 3 months in a weak oak bark mixture, the hides are then placed into a stronger solution.
And how many hides go into one of these pits?
We can put 80 into a pit.
So they must be quite deep.
They're a good 6'6", these.
Right.
But you'll be all right falling into this one because there's quite a lot of leather in there already, so you won't go to the bottom. And then we're going to dust it in, as we call it. So we're going to take a couple of handfuls of bark each and just spread it around.
What does the bark do?
Right, well, the tan in the bark is going to soak out of that bark and gradually feed into the tan liquor, so it keeps the strength of the tan liquor up.
Right.
But actually, the tan liquor is getting weaker because the hides are absorbing it.
Right.
So this is a sort of reserve in the pit. And they'll be there in this pit for 9 months. They've already done 3 months up to now. So the whole process is 12 months.
Once the hides have been converted into leather, they're ready for the final stages in their journey from animal skin to a saleable product.
So we'll then put some fish oil on it As the leather starts to dry out,
Yeah.
the oil will go into the grain and just feed it so it'll be nice and flexible and it won't crack.
During the Edwardian age, new markets opened up for leather manufacturing.
And then we'll hang it up to start its drying process.
The growth of mechanisation had led to a new demand for leather, primarily for use as belts to drive the latest machines of industry.
The leather has been dressed, and it's been stained, and it's come here to be dubbined. So you going to have a go?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Luxury leather goods were also in great demand from a growing number of affluent, fashion-conscious Edwardians.
I've got leather upholstered furniture in here, and that's to be checked over. And then I to glaze the whole thing and give it a really good rub to bring up the shine. And for that, I'm using egg white and sugar whipped up a bit like a meringue. Look at the colour that comes. Look at the shine.
With more products and goods on the market than ever before, for the well-off Edwardian, it was a golden age of consumerism.
Oh, that's Evian. Gosh. They're bottling water and bringing it in from France. Gosh. The Edwardian period is the last great blast of country house living, when the money was there, the estates, the power were all still in place. This enormous division between this sort of way of life and everybody else. At its most extreme, perhaps. Here I am, polishing silver. I'm thinking, are we going to have anything for Christmas dinner?
On the South Devon coast, a change in the wind direction and calm seas means that Alex and Peter can finally join Bill Wakeham and his crew to fish for lobster and crab.
Hello there, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, fellas, all right?
Yeah, how are you? All right?
Yeah, a lot better today.
Looks fairly flat.
Yeah, this is perfect for what you want to try.
You reckon we'll get anything?
It's not the ideal time of the year for it, but I reckon you'll get 2 or 3. You know, I don't think you'll get any lobsters now because they'll be a little bit off ashore, same as your crabs.
When's the last time you did any refurb on your little dinghy here?
You don't?
Should we get in?
Peter, do you want to jump on first?
Yeah.
Oh, find my sea legs, Peter. Oh. And why not? A bit of light rain.
Just what the doctor ordered.
3 days ago, Bill left 6 weighted and baited pots on the seabed.
So are they our first cork floats over there?
Yeah.
They're attached to rope and corks so that they can be retrieved.
He's just coming your side, isn't he?
Okay.
So we just pull this up, yeah?
Yep.
Blimey. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Right, here's pot number 1.
You got it? Yep. Just a minute, let me turn it. Well, we got
Stones.
a couple of stones and a couple of bricks in here.
No, you got another pot on the end of that as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, right, another
They're
pot.
in pairs.
Right, how's that one?
Big coming. Oh, whoa, we got something,
Oh,
Look.
hello.
Hello, my little pretty. One.
How do we get him out then? Just reach in and...
Grab him by the back.
Okay. Do you want to do this one or shall I?
Go on then, here you go, Peter. Quite happy to let you do the dangerous bit.
Come here.
Steady, Peter.
Come here.
He's putting up a fight, this one.
He is.
Looks like he's got the better of you there, Peter.
He's hanging on for dear life. This one.
That's him.
There he is.
Oh, you got one anyway.
There he is. brown crab.
That's what they're called, is it?
Yeah, brown edible crab,
This is-
she crab.
It's a she crab
Yeah.
because we've got a large purse in there.
That's it. The male has got a very long, thin one, and got bigger claws.
Much bigger claws.
Right.
Well, you got a sandwich anyway, if nothing else. Right, now, you fellas line me up for the next one.
Your starboard?
Port.
Port.
Starboard?
Starboard. Which is starboard is...
Starboard on my left-hand side, but you always go by the boat. The left-hand side of a boat, if you think of the old rhyme, there's only a little port left.
There's only a little port left.
Well, we need to go hard port.
Hard at port. There she is.
An Edwardian fishing crew's pay would depend on the size of the catch. The owner of the boat would have the lion's share, often pocketing as much as 70% of the takings.
Peter, we're in luck again, mate.
Really?
We're in
another one?
luck again.
You got two.
Here we are.
Hello, yeah, you have.
I mean, on average, how many crabs do you get per pot?
Take these
You get a
breams
real
out.
good one, you know, when there's crab season, really, anything up to a dozen.
Right.
Yeah.
Just as well there aren't 12 in here, Bill. It'll take me the best part of the day to get them out. There we are.
Before the empty pots are returned to the sea, they'll need bait.
Pots on. Pots on. Right.
You want to put your crabs up as well?
Yeah.
One of the crabs has died and no longer has any sale value, but it will make an ideal bait.
This should be putting it onto the skewer.
You call them skewers here.
Yeah, we call them skewers, and
In Cornwall, apparently they're called preens.
well, everything's different in Cornwall.
Excellent. Placed in such a location that where you've basically whatever wants to come and eat it has got to get in.
It's got to get in, to go up to it.
Right. You got that, Peter?
If he's never done it before, it's
Don't go
gotta
through
be-
your hand, Peter. Careful, they're very sharp. They are. Look, you've got that stuff on there.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
That's it. That's it. That's it. And then
There he
into the
is.
funnel.
Right. Okay.
One baited pot.
One baited pot. In he goes.
After returning from Lanhydrock, on the farm, Ruth is busy preparing for her own Christmas.
Just as the majority of Edwardian rural families, Christmas is something more that you make a nod towards, really. The big elaborate displays, they're your urban middle classes. For most people working out in the countryside, just couldn't afford that much money. All that much time. So ours will be making a bit of a brave splash with a few things that we have got that can be done quick and cheap.
Ruth has another reason for wanting the cottage to look festive.
Thank you very much indeed.
She's invited the local Methodist minister, the Reverend Jeff Moles, to tea.
So the Methodist Church must have been quite central to society, mustn't it?
It would have been. It would have been the centre of their social life as well as their spiritual life.
I mean, the established religion was seen as upper class.
It was very, yes, it was upper class
bit
and it was
elitist.
a bit remote.
Whereas Methodism was one of those types
Yeah.
of Christianity that was really appealing and aiming itself at the working people.
Yeah, it very much appealed to the working class. And of course the preachers, particularly the local preachers, the lay preachers, would have been drawn from the local working
Right.
people. So they would have understood how they lived. They would have known the concerns because they shared them.
Here at Morwellham Quay, the now abandoned Methodist chapel was once the thriving centre of social life for farmers, fishermen and miners. Speaking up for working men and women, Methodist preachers became an important voice in Edwardian politics, both in the growing union movement and the birth of the modern Labour Party.